So I'm just pressing record. I just want to welcome everybody that's new to the show. Welcome. If you haven't been to my shows before, welcome, welcome. And I'm just doing something here to make sure that everybody can see all right. Okay, perfect. And we'll move that over here since my picture is still not up. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Everybody can see all right? Yes? Okay, great. Awesome. So we're gonna get started. And I know lots of people take a little bit of time to get on, but I just want to move along. And I know I promised you a picture yesterday afternoon. I was having some issues and I just couldn't get it done. So I sincerely apologize. I just have not been on the ball the last couple of days. Getting ready for my big Israel trip, teaching lots of classes, so just prepping and doing a whole lot of stuff. And it didn't help that today my internet was down. So that did not work for me. So what's so creative about it? I haven't done anything yet. So anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to actually create, I know what we're creating, so that's okay. We're actually going to be creating these cute little boxes. Check these out. Aren't these adorable? Look at these. They are, oh, welcome from Chile. Lizzie, welcome. Is this your first time, Lizzie? Have you been on before? I know I see you on Facebook, but I don't know if you've been on the show before. By the way, if it's getting a little choppy, you guys, our views are going up, and so that's kind of what happens, okay? So anyhow, what I was gonna say was we're making these little boxes, and if we have time, we'll make two, since I have two little girls. But this is an amazing little project, and you'll see we're gonna be using the Divine Collection by Prima, and it was designed by Jody Lee, amazing designer. And yeah, these I got at the dollar store. In fact, in Canada, you can get them at Dollarama. I'm not sure what the dollar stores names are in the US, okay? But I know that I've seen these at Michael's as well. So you can pick them up. They're about $1.50, $2. And now my little girls are losing their teeth. Ava is 5, so she's going to lose her teeth soon, but Hannah is totally losing her teeth. So I thought it would be really cute to make her a little box where she can put her teeth in for the tooth fairy. However, I mean, I'll talk about all different things that you can use these little boxes for, such as, Mother's Day is coming up. You can put little, trinkets and things inside. You can do a little gift certificate. You can put little necklaces, right? Like you can decorate this all totally done up and then put some jewelry inside. So it can be a jewelry box. Like, I don't know. You guys think of ideas and you let me know. Okay, but we're going to create this. And what I've done is I've gone to the dollar store and I picked up the really cheap, these organza bags. And so this is the $1, and I don't know, there's 8 in here. And so we're going to put it inside, but we're going to decorate these as well with little charm. We're going to create our little charms today for them to put their, little tooth inside. So isn't that cute? You can even do these with little mini Easter eggs. Like you can do so many things, So let's get started, and I'm just going to show you the collection, okay, that we're going to use today. Excuse me, I scarfed down my dinner. I'm like having a hard time here. So like I said, the collection that we're going to be using is the Divine Collection by Prima, designed by Jody Lee. Like, check out this paper. Is it not just stunning? Like, look at it up close. Just so many, oops. Focus. There we go. Just so many details. Look at that. I mean, that's just absolutely stunning. Beautiful dress. Love that. All right. And I'll just show you all the papers. We might not use all the papers, but at least I'll show you the collection. This is, look at this one. I mean, the flapper girl, so cute. She's just gorgeous, and I just love the frame. I mean, you could totally fussy cut this, right? Create a wonderful layout, and the back is just divine, right? And this paper right here has the beautiful doilies, which you can certainly cut out. Look at those, right? Just stunning. And then look at the side, you guys. I mean, come on. Check out this car. If that's not amazing, I don't know what is. I mean, just super beautiful. Look at this balloon. Stunning, right? So it's like one side is nicer than the next. And then this one, really cool. It kind of reminds me of like lace, right? It's kind of lacy. So really pretty. And then beautiful muted back. This, I love the honeycombs. Just really plain here. And then stunning on the other side. Like, look at that. Is that not gorgeousness? And I just love this. And then the banners on top. Okay. And then this one really cute because you can do a whole lot of journaling on this page. I really love that. And then check these out. I mean, I'll put it this way. But these are cute little tiles which you could cut up and do all sorts of fun things. Collage, you know, tags, you name it. I mean, they're just stunning. The images, each one of them is nicer than the next. So I always get 2 of each just so that I can always play with them. And look at this one. So cute. Like, look at the little doily and such. And then the little balloon and postcards. So there's that one. And then last but not least, there's this paper with the little cherubs. So cute. And then check that out. I mean, these are banners already made for you. All you have to do is cut them out. Right? How super cute. So we'll do that. And so those are the papers that we'll be using. And then some of the things that we'll be using as well is we're going to be using some of these vintage trinkets. It's in the Divine collection as well. And I'll show you up close. I know there's a little bit of a reflection. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Really, really cute. And then let me just show you. Now, I haven't decided. I couldn't find the one from this collection. But these are those cute decorative frames that Prima has. So we're gonna use one of them, I think. You know, super, like, look at this one, the little crown. I couldn't find the one from this collection, but what I really love about this collection is that on the back, if you can see, there's a little saying, so you can actually frame the little sayings. I know the reflection is really bad right now. Hang on, let me turn it. Right? So super, super cute. So there's that. So we'll be using those. And then we're going to be using some bling. But let me show you some of the cute little flowers from the collection that we'll be using. We'll be using these beautiful little wood buttons. How beautiful are those? Yeah, always got to have bling. Like, look how beautiful this bling is, right? Stunning. Split it in half. This is the beautiful stems from the collection. So these are called Divine Collection. Okay. And there's a number, which I will post all the numbers after the show, okay? So you guys can have it. But if you want it for right now, it's 565299. And then I've used some of this already. They're kind of turned the other way. But these are so, so pretty. Sorry about the glare, you guys. Really cute. And then this one, which I've used one flower from the package, which is a pink, I believe. Kind of like this lighter pink. Okay, so those are the ones I will be using. I may use a couple other flowers, which I do have beside me just in case. And last but not least, I'm going to be using a couple of these little blings, which are my favorite. Love these. Can't get enough of these. And then I say last but not least, I'll be using some Prima lace. This is some of my favorite. As you guys know, I have them in big rolls, but I cut some up for the show. And one of the things that we're going to use to make the charms, again, is these fragments by Tim Holtz. These are so cute. So you got to get some. In one package, you get so many of them. In fact, I have 2 packages and I can't fit them all in here. So Really, really great. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to use, we're going to do a technique that I have done in the past. Not everybody's seen it because I know that there's a whole lot of newbies. And this collection doesn't have a whole lot of black. I think it's got mostly brown tones. So I'm kind of going to stick to the brown stays on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stamp set from this collection, which I thought I had right in front of me. Did I move it out of the way? Did I even show it to you? That's the question. Just a moment. Oh, I put it down here. I didn't show it to you. So we're actually going to use this stamp set from the collection, which is absolutely divine. Just divine. All right. So you're going to need some stays on ink for this technique, and I did use it on my one of my canvases. I'm just pulling it out. Just give me a moment. I should have pulled the stays on ink, which is right here. There it is. I'm going to be using kind of a lighter brown. So this is called saddle brown. And I'm not using a stamping block, I don't think. And I'm kind of going to do that same technique that I did last time, where I'm really just going to be stamping all over to create a background paper. Okay? Actually, maybe we will use the stamping block. I think it'll be a little bit easier. You don't need to with these, however, because they're super easy to use. So we're just going to use some stays on ink. As you can see, it's a really light brown. Really, really pretty. And the reason I'm using this tissue paper, it's kind of a lighter tone rather than the white, is because we're going to paint this and you'll see that the pink will kind of show through, which is kind of what I want. Okay. So we're going to kind of create a little bit of a frame, if you will, and then we're kind of going to go around it. And we're going to do it this way. Can you guys hear my kids jumping upstairs? I can. Okay, so just like that. And we're going to go all around the box. Okay, so we're going to rip this up anyway. But let's take this little one and put it up here. Put it down here. Right there. All over the place. Look how nice they stamp, right? I love that. And then another little Paris one. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Remember that. Can you guys see okay? Okay, you can't hear my kids? Good. That's a very good thing. They're actually not being that loud. It's just, you know, I'm easily annoyed when they're being too loud. Okay. There we go. I can just hear them stomping. That's all. I don't know what they're doing. And then we'll do this beautiful little flower. I love this one. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, we're back to the dark nails, baby. You betcha. You got it. Love this flower. And you guys remember this technique, right? From a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago or so. So that's the same technique that I'm using. And the reason that you want to use stays on ink is because if you're going to use Mod Podge or, you know, any sort of other thing on it, medium on it, it's going to run. So you want to make sure that it's a permanent ink and you don't want to use anything else other than that. You could use another stamp set. I just really want to stick to this stamp set for the collection. I really love that Prima just has everything for every collection. Like, honestly, they've thought of everything, right? You have the wood, you have this, you have that. Like, it's just awesome. It makes it so easy to play and design, right? Because everything kind of matches. So the only thing we're not going to use is the girl right now. But I'm just creating my own little pattern paper. Look how pretty that is. Just want to show you so far. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? Oh, am I? Yes, I am doing it in high definition. Does that affect people? Do I need to turn it to a low definition? That would really... These stamps, the stamp set is from the Divine Collection, and I'll give you guys the number really quick. So Yvonne, hopefully you're still on here. The number is 950545. Okay, that's what it's called, but it's from the Divine Collection. It's really, really pretty, super cute. All right, so now what we're gonna do is before we go on, and we might need to stamp a little bit more here and there, so I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to close my Stays on ink for a moment. And what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take this box, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to paint it, and I'm going to be using Flesh Tone by Americana, and it's kind of a really nice, beautiful pink that matches the line beautifully. And I'm just going to apply some on here on my craft mat because I can just go ahead and wipe it later. And I'm just going to take a brush, which I have right here. Here we go. And I'm actually going to paint the box down here. I'm not going to paint it up here because I'm actually going to use the paper for that. And I'm actually okay if this gets paint on it, because usually I would actually take a little screwdriver and take it off. For the purpose of the show, I'm not going to. And I'm okay if it gets pink paint on it. It looks just fine for me. It's for the girls. They probably don't care that much. If I was giving it to somebody as a gift, maybe I would. But they're just happy to get a little gift from mommy. And it's not going to affect the closing of the, just looks shabby. But this, you'll see that when we put the paper through, a little bit of the pink will show through versus the wood grain, which is not what I want to show through. So that's why I'm painting it. If you want it really pink and you want it to really show up, by all means, right? So just use whatever color you want. But the Flesh Tone matches beautifully with this line, if you're wondering. And the paint is from Americana, okay? Which essentially it's Deco Art, same company, in case you didn't know. Okay, so just like that. And I am going to do the inside, actually. I do want to do the inside. I want it to be nice and pink. I don't want that wood grain to come through. And I am going to distress it a little bit later as well. But this, because this paint has a little bit of chalk in it, it's a little bit chalky, it's not very glossy, it actually dries really, really quickly, especially on wood. That's what I find. Just soaks it up, which is kind of nice when you're altering something because it dries so quickly. Oh, are you calling me? Sorry. What's up? Are you yelling at me? What's up, guys? Oh, sorry. Let me mod you again. Did you get kicked off again? Okay, let me mod. And just hang on, everybody. Just modding Miss Yvonne here. She keeps, I think, losing us. There we go. Is that better? Is everybody okay? Do we have any other questions? I'm sorry you were yelling at me. I was in the zone. You know how I get. I create and then I'm in the zone, baby. Okay, I'm just finishing painting the inside, and then we'll go ahead and do the rest of the outside. And then we're going to go ahead and put the tissue paper on. And then my favorite part is, of course, decorating this little puppy, because it's just so cute. And then you guys, don't forget, tomorrow we have our monthly show for the Flying Unicorn. So don't forget to join us, okay? Because it'll be just a blast. I'm not sure why I'm doing the inside. I think I'm actually going to put some of the paper inside, but that's okay. We're going to do it for now, just in case. And then I'm just going to do the sides. It's never good if you don't quite finish it all the way, right? And this thing really takes up a lot of paint. Just soaks it up like crazy. What time tomorrow? 7 p.m. Just like this one, 7 p.m. It's not every Wednesday, it's once a month. So it could be on a different day next month. It just depends kind of how the month goes, right? So, but yeah, so we're going to do an awesome, awesome layout with some fabulous new papers by 7 Dot Studio. So you must come. It'll be just fabulous. Okay. And of course, I'll be using some Prima. Can never not, right? Especially now. The show is here the same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Okay. So you must all come and join us. It'll be a blast. And you can pick up the papers at the Flying Unicorn. But I'll try and show it to you at the end of the show. If you guys can remind me, I'll show you the papers we'll be using tomorrow. Lots of fun new techniques that I picked up. I was playing around in the studio. Oh, yay. I'm glad you found me too. Sorry, it's taking me a little bit long to paint this little box, but it's actually kind of fun. I kind of get in the zone when I paint. How many of you get in the zone when you paint? Isn't it totally rewarding to paint? I don't know. I just love it. It takes all my worries away. Had a rough day today. So, all right. Totally needed this. Just excites me to know that Tuesday nights I get to spend it with you all. I just love it. Okay. We have got so many people on. It's so fabulous tonight. So fabulous. Actually, every show is just fabulous. Love your guys' support. You guys have been absolutely amazing. You guys were so sweet this past week with your congratulations. It was just awesome. So I truly appreciate it, really. Doesn't go unnoticed, that's for sure. Okay, so there's that. Like I said, we're not going to do the top because I am going to go ahead and put some paper on it. So let's go ahead and give this a quick heat set just to before we put on our paper. Oh, I'm sorry. You're getting the black screen. Yes, it's acrylic paint, and it's called Flesh Tone by Americana. You found me by accident? Well, I'm glad you found me. It was meant to happen. That's why. Hey, Win. This is almost dry, and I just want to do the inside so it doesn't stick. Hey, Alda. We're just making these cute little boxes, and we're going to turn them into a little tooth fairy boxes, but you can use them for anything, really. So instead of making you go to IKEA, now you're going to go to your dollar store, okay? So get your car ready. I am going to seal the paint after. The acrylic paint I used was Flesh Tone by Americana. The reason I'm not sealing it right now is for a certain reason, which you'll see in a moment. Yeah, it is deco art. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take our tissue paper that we had stamped. Oh, hang on a second. 1 second here. Okay. And this tissue paper that we stamped with the beautiful stamp set by the Divine Collection. Let me just wipe this off because it's going to be in the way. So I'm going to wipe that off. Just give me a second here. Okay. Like that. And so what I'm going to do is I just actually want to cover what I really want to look at my nail. What I really want to cover is the sides, okay, right here. I don't need to worry about the bottom. Sides here, and then we'll leave the top for something else, okay? What's the congrats for? Oh, for the Prima education team. Is that what you're talking about? That's right. I'm a Prima girl now. Okay. So what we're going to take is, we've used this before, but this is, you can get this at the Flying Unicorn. It's a gel medium, okay? Clear artist medium. There's not a whole lot left. I might have to grab something else, but that's okay. We'll use what we have for now. We'll see how long that goes. I shouldn't really be using my, this brush, which is my acrylic brush, but that's okay. We're going to use it anyway. I just bought new brushes today because I've been killing my brushes lately. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some of the gel medium right on the wood. Okay, just like that. Just like so. Not too much, not too little, it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply it like so. Almost like a decoupage. Okay. And then just like that. And then I can actually go ahead and rip the rest, because we're going to be sanding this anyhow, so it's going to be just perfect. It's going to look just fine and unison. But you can start to see that you can still see the pink underneath, which is what I really, really love and wanted. But see, all of this would have run if we didn't use permanent ink, like a StazOn ink or Memento ink or archival ink, right? Something like that. So really what you're doing essentially is you're taking this paper and ripping it, okay? It doesn't have to be like perfectly unison. And so I'm just going to open this up so that I can do the top here. And then we're going to apply some more of this gel. You don't need as much as I just grabbed. A little actually goes quite a long ways. Just like that. And then I have some hot glue on me. Just like this. And we're going to put a little bit of the flowers. I really like the flowers. And you certainly want to go on top as well. And stretch it out. Don't crinkle this paper too much, okay? That's not really the look that we're going for. So seal it and then go ahead and rip the rest. Yeah, it's really easy to do. It just takes a little bit. So that's why we're doing it together. So we may only get through to one, but that's okay. You guys will know how to make the other one all on your own. And I'm okay if it goes on the top here because I'll just cover it with paper anyhow. So I'm not too worried. So you can go ahead and fold it or rip it, whichever you'd like. It doesn't matter. But you can see can you see the pink showing through? I mean, maybe the camera doesn't exactly pick it up, but it does. It's really quite pink. I know the lighting isn't fabulous. For those of you that showed up late, I actually bought new lighting, this beautiful big new light that hangs over top of me. I can't get it together. I just seriously cannot put it together. And I'm usually pretty good at that kind of stuff. I seriously cannot do it. So, okay, so now we're going to take a little bit more of our ripped tissue paper and we're going to do the same until it's really beautifully covered. That's okay. You know what? I'm putting my husband to work when he gets home, okay? So don't you worry, ladies. Next show, we'll have even better lighting. I mean, the lighting is not bad right now. Can everybody see okay? It's just not the best. And I really like to have nice studio lighting for you guys. So, yeah, it's not bad. So I shouldn't complain too much. I'd like to have the best lighting possible for you guys because I know it's not always easy to see the right colors, right? What I love about the paint that I used and the tissue paper that I used is that it really almost blends right into the wood that you can't actually tell it's decoupaged. It's like it's almost part of it, which I love. I just love that. And I'm just ripping the rest, and I'm going to put some on the other side. And if you get little creases like I did, it's okay. It just adds a little bit of texture. It's not really the look I'm going for, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same. You guys see how beautiful that is? I am using a gel medium. This is called Creative Medium, and you can get this at the Flying Unicorn. You guys, it's super cheap. It's like $4 something, right? I believe. Alda, correct me if I'm wrong. How much is this called? And how many shows have I now used this for? I mean, you know, a ton. So it'll last you for a long time, especially if you don't do a whole lot of projects like I do. I mean, I do a ton of work, right? Yeah, Mod Podge, like all that kind of stuff, right? There, Susie just put the Flying Unicorn link for y'all. Okay, and I'm just going to put another little piece right here because I was missing one. And look, it just blends right in. It's like you can't actually tell that I ripped that piece. Isn't that cool? What's going on about the humidity? What did I miss? Yeah, it's really, really cute. Just wait till we actually decorate this box. It's going to look even cuter. Okay, so we've done this side, we've done this side. Now we need to do this side and the back. And then a little bit on this side right here. And we're almost done. So do you notice that it doesn't actually matter? Don't be, too worried about how you stamp on your tissue paper. Because as you can see, you rip it and all you see is little broken images here and there, right? So who cares? You can stamp Paris twice in one place and it's not going to make a difference, right? And then I'm just going to adhere just like so. And the back side. Just really getting the creases in there. And like I said, you can get these cute, cute little boxes at a dollar store. You can get them at Michael's. You can get them so many different places, but you could really use anything. You could use, old packaging. You could use a package of, a jewelry box that, your husband gave you or boyfriend or significant other. Okay, just like that. Fabulous. And I have a little piece right there that I really just want to cover that didn't quite get covered. So I just want to go ahead and, oh, wrong way, put a flower down there. There we go. And then rip the rest. There we go. Beautiful. Isn't that awesome? Oops, sorry. Cute, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the back side. Oh, actually, we're going to do this top part. Don't want to miss that top part. And for those of you that missed it, I'll be using the Divine Collection, and I can show it to you guys again. But you can certainly watch the recording. The Divine Collection is designed by Jody Lee at Prima. She's just an unbelievable graphic designer, just unbelievable. I just love all of her collections she's ever made. Just love them. Isn't it just, like the name says it all, like divine, right? Just divine. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, and we're going to rip that. Okay, we still have the front here and a little bit of the back here. And we have all this paper to use. So let's make this easy. Any questions so far? Hey, Jessica. Jody Lee does rock, and she's so sweet. think that's the best part about her. She's just so sweet. Okay, just like that. All right, look how easy that was. There we go, there's the back. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a rip. I mean, how easy is this to make, you guys, right? Who's gonna make one? Yeah, that's right. You did IKEA. Have you done the IKEA thing yet? Have you guys done the IKEA little frame? I've only seen one other person do one. So who's gonna make one? That was the last show I did. We created this beautiful little IKEA frame, and it was just so fun. Everybody just loved it. It was an absolute blast. I'm not too worried here because I'm actually going to be putting a trim, so I'm not too worried about that part. But I'll do a little bit right here. Okay, and then we're done, and we can go ahead and decorate. Just like that. My poor nails. I think I'm going to have them redone before I leave again. Well, for sure, I don't leave for another 3 weeks, so I guess I'll get them done right before I go, right? So that they stay fresh and beautiful. But I really do like the black again, right, you guys? Don't you agree? I think the black has to stay. You like pink? Oh. All right. Okay, so just like that. All right. What do you guys think so far? So I'll show you the box so far. Okay, let me put something black here so that the camera focuses. It's driving me nuts. So here we go. Oh, what is that? That is a little piece that's hanging right there. Okay, really cute so far. Right backside, that's okay because we're putting a trim right here, so no worries. Right? Okay, so that's what we've done so far. And we still have some tissue paper left over. So if we need some maybe for the inside, we can do that later. Okay, so I'm going to just put that off to the side. And I'm going to stick this in water so that the brush doesn't get all gunky. And the next thing that I want to do, I'm going to give it a very quick heat set so that it sets in. Divine Collection. It's the Divine Collection. And this is actually, I stamped this tissue paper with the Divine Collection stamp set. Okay. Yeah. It's just a, pattern tissue paper. Any tissue paper works. But the more clear, the better. Because then it'll show through the color. Okay. Yeah, sewing pattern. So super cheap. Nothing too expensive, you guys. Now, I'm just going to close this up. And like I said, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper. And so now to choose a little paper. I mean, every single one is just beautiful. So I'm going to do one for Ava and one for Hannah. So I'm going to do them totally differently. And I really love these. I mean, these are just divine, right? They're super, super cute. But I really like the pink. And I'm just looking to see which one I like. I'm really kind of loving this one as the top or that. I love that. So I think I'm going to use that for one of them. So like I said, this is called the Divine Collection. And how I'm going to do this is, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to use 3-in-1 because I think it'll adhere really well. Whoa. Or you can use Fabri-Tac. This is by Beacon. I really do love to use Beacon glue. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on all corners, just like so, and in the middle, so that it really adheres really, really well. And then what I will do is I will go ahead and apply it just like so. Like kind of wanted the bird on there, so maybe let's put, I actually like that guy too. I'm indecisive, can you tell? Just fine. It's okay to be indecisive, right guys? And I'm just, it's a little bit contoured, which is okay. I'll show you how to cut it out in just a moment. But I'm just adhering it really, really well. Just want to make sure I get all the edges. Yeah, 3-in-1 is just fabulous, right? And you guys know, most of you already know how much I love my glass cutting mat. And I think I've said this before. I know I had over like 20 emails asking me about my glass cutting mat. I've had this for a long time, so I'm going to say it again. I have no idea where I got it. But the thing about glass cutting mats is that it's really, really easy to cut versus a mat that is what do you call them? Those self-healing mats. I do like the self-healing mats for other things. However, for fussy cutting like this, I like to use my Prima knife and I like to use my glass mat. Okay, because I do a lot of fussy cutting, so this is really great. So it's just my recommendation. It glides easier. So I'm just going to cut this along. And it's almost time for me to change the blade. I've had this blade for quite a while, and I've done a lot of cutting, so I'm noticing that it's getting a little bit dull. Because usually it cuts a little like butter. And right now it's not necessarily... Not that this is the easiest thing to cut in the world, but okay, there we go. Come on, did I cut? Yep, perfect. And we're gonna, don't worry if you see how I ripped a little bit, don't worry, because we're gonna sand this off anyhow, so it's actually gonna be just fine. And then I just have a little piece right here that I need to cut off, so we're gonna do that as well. So you don't need to be perfect on this, because like I said, we're gonna sand it in just a moment. And you're gonna cut that piece off. Look how beautiful that top is, right? Is that not just divine? Literally divine. Yes, must have that Prima knife. It's a must have. It's like the best knife on the planet. Then I'm going to take my distress tool, and I love this because it's a sander, it's an everything tool. And I'm just going to go ahead and sand the edges of this guy, okay? And get, it's almost like I want to round the edges a little bit, right? And get those... all those crisp little pieces to just kind of come off. Just like that. Sorry about the sound if you don't like that. I know that it hurts my teeth a little bit. And I kind of want to give all of this a little bit of a sand. Oh, you know what? The knife is so amazing, you guys. I actually have to show you really quick. Okay, I just want to show this. I have to show you. But this comes with so many different blades. But not only does it come with, like, it comes with like a straight blade. Do you guys see that? It comes with this type of blade. It comes with a round blade. I don't even know where the round blade is. It's somewhere over there, I think. But it's got tons of blades, right? Like, look at this blade. So many different blades. So it's really nice that, and you have them right at the tip. So you don't ever have to worry about losing them. And this just kind of screws on. Ta-da! Is that not awesome? So I really like that. And whenever I have to do a lot of corners, then I make sure that I use the round one, right? Did you order one? That's awesome. Yeah, they're just, honestly, I promise you, you'll just love it. You'll just love it. At the end, I'm going to go ahead and use my chalk ink and distress the whole thing with the Prima chalk inks. But for now, I'm just going to leave it because I'm going to apply a couple things. So the next thing that I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to go ahead and apply my beautiful, beautiful ribbon. This is some Prima lace, some of my absolute favorite lace. And I think to do this, I'm going to use my hot glue just because it's a little bit faster, not because the beacon won't work. It's just, this is fast for the show. So that's why I'm going to do that, okay? And I'm going to apply it right there. It's really, really fast. And I'll wrap this one around because then I can tuck the next one underneath. Just like so. And I'm just going to go around my entire box. That's why I wasn't worried too much about the top, because I knew that I was going to cover it with the lace. Alda, are you giving people a discount to your store? You nice woman, you. You know how lucky you guys are? She's just awesome. She totally does not have to do that. I promise you guys, I didn't make her do that. That's how nice she is. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Everybody say thank you, Elda. Isn't she generous? I love it. Just love it. Okay, so just like that, and I'm going to cut it off with my, oh look, I have my Gigantor scissors. Hello, Gigantor scissors. And I just want to tuck, make sure that that's really tucked in, so I'm going to just apply a little bit of glue there so that it kind of blends right in. So I'm just going to show you so far. Isn't this super duper cute? So this is what we have so far. Okay, I love the top. And now we can go ahead and decorate this little baby. I mean, we are decorating it. But let's look at the inside for a moment. So I could leave it pink. And the other thing is, if you have some left over, you could go ahead and actually decoupage this entire thing. And you could even measure this out and even put paper, which we can totally do. Yes, it is so pretty chic and vintage, right? Just like my girls are just going to love this to put their little tooth in, right? Teeth. I know. Edward Scissorhands, huh? Love it. So big. Now let's decorate. Decorate, baby. So I really love this little crown, and I just love some of the little sayings, and I really want to use one. So let's do that. This is from actually the Lifetime collection. I'm not sure we carry these at the Flying Unicorn. Elda can tell you. But this item is 563431. I just adore these. I adore them. Oh, perfect. We do have them. So if you want, they're amazing, and I'll show you how to use them in just a moment. So you open this package up, and I just want to show you. Look at this beautiful packaging. Hello, couldn't you just create like a mini album with this? Oh, they're going in this week. Oh, perfect. So, okay, check out this packaging, you guys. So all the packaging, I'm going to turn this so that it doesn't glare, but all this packaging has little sayings, and so you can literally take the frame and put them in the sayings. Isn't that super cute? I love them. So I think I'm going to use the little crown for one of them, and then maybe a different one for Hannah or Ava, whichever one. But let's use the little crown, and let's find a little saying that we like. So I really love, let's see, let's turn the light back on so you guys can actually see. Let's do, there's love, right, just like that. And you can just cut it up. Can you guys see that? I'm going to show you. Right, you just kind of frame it, and so you get a couple of the little sayings. But if you were to grab a bigger one, then you can frame the entire thing, right? So I think I'm going to do love. There's loyal, which doesn't really work. Joyful works too. But let's do love. I love love. I love, love, love. So what I like to do, this is how I do this, right? But there's so many different ways, because this is metal. Then what I actually do is I am a fussy cutter, right? So for me, that's really easy. So I actually go ahead and I apply hot glue right to the frame, or whatever glue you want to use. Okay. but hot glue works just fine, and it's really easy. Just don't burn your fingers. And then I apply it just like that, okay? And just watch that it doesn't seep through. If it does, take your finger. Okay, so just like this. And then I actually take my knife and I cut it. And because this is a crown, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than, oh, I didn't put enough hot glue. Yeah, it's going to come off. Maybe we're going to use this guy. With metal, sometimes hot glue is a little bit annoying. So let's actually use this guy because I think it'll be a little bit easier. Did you notice how it came off? And the reason it came off is because this is glossy. So you actually might want to use a glue that is for metal, like this. This works just fine. Okay. This will actually stick. Just get the spider webs out of the middle and out of the sides. All right, and then let's frame it. Just like that. And press it down. And this dries clear, so you don't have to worry about the glue seeping out too much. Any questions, by the way? They do not have a groove. Does the 3-in-1 have a bad smell? It does have a smell. It has an acetone smell. So, but it's not like, what is that called? The something 3000 or something like that. I can't stand that stuff. What is it, E3000? It's like deathly. Honestly, I throw up every time I use it. So I actually don't use it anymore. It's just horrific. I'm actually going to cut this out first. I think it'll be a little bit easier for me to cut and give it a moment to dry. Okay. Isn't Prima brilliant with their packaging? I mean, come on now, right? So I'm going to cut this out. It's still drying, so it'll be a little bit goopy for me, but that's okay. Might want to give it a couple minutes to dry before doing this step when you're actually doing it for yourself. But for the purpose of the show, we're just motoring right along. Is somebody calling me, or you guys are talking about the code? It's actually, I think we can actually use this. I'm pretty good with my scissors, so I'm actually going to use my scissors. Look at me go. Look how goopy it is. Ugh. Ugh. There is metal glue that you can use that's probably not as goopy, but that's okay. That's what I used today. I'll have to clean my scissors later. Probably have to clean this guy too. Look at that. Okay. Anyhow, I think you get the idea, but let me show you the finished product. Hang on. Sorry. There we go. What do you guys think? Isn't that super cute? And it has a little love. A little bit of love. So we can put it here, or you can put it like right here, which I think is also super divine, right? If you were to put it right here, I think that's even cuter. Yeah, you can glue the frame or cut it out or do the opposite, whatever you'd like. You can just trace it out, right? You could put the frame down, trace, and then cut it out, right? Whatever works. Yeah. I love these scissors by Fiskars. I love them. They're my fussy cutting scissors. Okay, so I am going to put it down here because I think it's super cute, and we can put some flowers around it. So let's apply that. I'm using my hot glue only because it was right in front of me. Just like that. I love this little crown. I just think it's adorable. Just adorable. Yeah. These are, I don't know the name, but they're Fiskars Soft Touch, I think. They're, you know what, they're a little bit pricey. I know that for sure, but they are Fiskars. Because I saw them at Michael's for, I think, almost 20 bucks. So maybe with a 40 or 50% off coupon, that's not bad, right? So that's what I would say. Okay, let's do the top. So let's grab our flowers. And what I'd like to use is I'd like to start by, we're going to use our bling. So there's this bling that I brought, which is really, really pretty. Or there's the pink bling that I brought, which I shoved somewhere. Hang on. Let me find that. I just put it off to the side. Okay, I lost it already, you guys. I guess we're using this bling. What can I say? I don't know where the other one went to. Hang on, I'm just looking really quick. What did I do with it? Are you for real? I already lost it. How could that be? Do you guys ever do that? You just misplace stuff? Yeah, I do that all the time. Okay, let's use this vine. And this comes with 2 little vines. And this is 565299. Do you guys see it and I don't? I mean, there's this one, but it's not the one that I had brought for this specific project. But that's totally okay. It'll work just fine. Just looking one more time to see if I put it somewhere. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay, here it is. I like this one better. Okay, what I'm going to do, I don't need to use the entire thing. You know, sometimes vines are a bit much, right? Like you really just don't need a whole lot. So I'm actually going to cut the top off so that I can use it on another thing. So I'm going to cut that right off. There we go. Okay, so I can actually use this on another project, or I can use it on this project, right? Either one. So I'll show you how to use it on this project, just for fun. So I'm going to put it, let's say, right here. All right. Okay, but in order to put it right here, I'm going to need something right here, right? Because otherwise it's going to be kind of weird. So you can take some flowers from the same collection. So this is a flower from the same collection. And there's some yellow on there. There's green. I mean, you can really use anything. And so let's say we're going to use the yellow flower. This will go right there. This one's a little bit big, so I'm kind of iffy about it. But this one's really, really cute. And what I want to do is I want to fill it a little bit. So in order to fill it, you're going to grab your little flowers. So this package right here, by the way, is 565251. 565251. I do cut everything. Is that not horrible? And then we're going to take these guys, and this one is 565282. 565282. And we're going to fill. So now this is the filling. Okay. Now we need to fill. And we need a little bit of pink. Sometimes I even leave the stems so that I can kind of tuck them, right? And then I want to do some medium type flowers. So we're going to use some of the yellow, and I am going to leave the stem. And what I like to use is I like to use some like different types of flowers as well. I think I'm going to pull this one out and maybe use one of these so that it's a little bit more balanced. I don't want to overflower it, but I might want one more. And this is from a different collection, but I think it really goes. It's got the yellow and pink. This is called Soprano B, 561680. This will be on YouTube, yes. Let me show you what I love about these flowers right here. Do you notice how they're kind of scrunched up? No worries. Look how these guys open up. Okay, just watch. You can literally play with the petals. Just have to watch so you don't rip them. But I just want to show you. Sorry, I'll do this right on camera. Sometimes I forget I'm not on frame. But look at how they open up. So you can actually keep them as a bud, right? So just like bud like this. Or you can actually open them up, just like so. They're so flippin' pretty, right? The Sopranos are just gorgeous. Just simply gorgeous. So like, look how flowery that is, right? We'll add some charms and things in there. It'll just make it totally pop. I just love it. And it's funny because the blue that's showing up here is not actually blue. This is actually a teal. So I know it's showing up blue in your screen. It's really not. It's a teal. Okay. So just so you know, if you're wondering. So I'm going to soften all of this in a moment. I'm just putting these packages back so that they're not everywhere. We're going to add some bling. Just give me a moment here. I need an assistant. You know how Frank has Jody? Okay, I need an assistant. What's going on here? Where's my assistant? So I'm going to pull these off for now, right? And I'm going to go ahead and adhere some of the hot glue. I'll place it down. And I don't know if you noticed, but I don't actually like to put hot glue on my leaves because I like to place them in places underneath my flowers. You don't own Prima? Ava would love to assist me. The only problem is that she would drive me nuts. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, UPS man is at the door. Hang on, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, everybody. I had to get it. It was my stuff for Israel. Oh. Whew. Sorry about that. Was that fast or what? I'm so sorry. I usually would never answer my door during a show. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got the exercise for the day. Oh. Man. I feel like I just ran a marathon. I'm out of shape. Holy Toledos. Okay. I ran up those stairs. Was that funny? Oh, okay. Hang on, just trying to catch my breath here. But I am crafting as I catch my breath, so I'm not talking for a moment. Hang on. And I'm just tucking these underneath there. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. That was a little bit unprofessional on my part. But you know, when the UPS man comes, you gotta get the door. You gotta get the door. That's what I say. You guys know how it is. They just, you know, then they take forever to come back. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny, my friends. All right. So what we want to do is we really want to tone this down, but what I really want to do actually is I'd like to take one of these leaves and tuck them in because I kind of need, it needs a leaf. But do you know how to get 2 leaves out of 1 leaf? You guys know how this works? You cut the leaf in half. And then now you have 2 leaves. You just learned a new trick if you didn't know this. Just saying. That's how you get 2 leaves out of 1. That's how you preserve your leaves. Right? I kind of hate this thing that's sticking out. We must curl this puppy. We just must do that, right? Yeah, cute little trick, right? Okay, we must curl this guy. He's driving me nuts. It's like gonna poke my nose hair out. Okay, there we go. That's better curled, right? Okay, and then what was I gonna do next? Where's the other little leaf that I cut? There it is. I kind of want to tuck it, I'm thinking like under here. Yeah, I want to tuck it right there. And then I'm going to tone this whole thing down with some, instead of gesso, I'm going to show you another way. What I'm going to do, what I really, really love is, look at all these chalk inks. Aren't they yummy? The Yummy Chalk Inks by Prima. You must have them, you guys. They're amazing. The White by Prima. And Ingvild Bohm designed these. So they're so ergonomically designed. But what's really great, you don't need to use gesso. You can actually use the white ink. Now, mine is extremely used. So I might need to apply a little bit of gesso because I need a new one. But, oh no, actually it works really well. They're actually super fluid. I do use mine a lot. It's for sure one of my favorite go-to. But look at on the pink, you can really see it. I just want to show you. Look how beautiful and how it tones it down. And then it's so shabby. Okay. So we'll do, can you guys see that? Super, super shabby. Oh, that killed me. I haven't been feeling well, so running like that was not what I needed right now. Okay. Whew. That like hurt my stomach. Okay. Tell me this is not shabbiness to the chic. I don't know if this is for Ava or Hannah. It doesn't matter. They can pick. I'm not going to personalize them. They can pick either one. But is that not the cutest thing on the planet? Oh my gosh, I just love them. Super, super cute. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is we need to take our little bling. And then we need to make our little charms, right? So with the bling, just like everything I make, I love to cut things up. I like to preserve. We don't all have all the money in the world to be able to, to use a full package. So I really like to cut things up. Not to mention, a full package would be insane. So look at that. We need to add that bling right there, right? But I actually am even going to cut that up. I know, it sounds crazy. But one package can go a very, very long way. And what my favorite thing about Prima bling is that it doesn't unravel. Do you know how when you buy some of that bling, when you pull it out, it kind of like goes crazy and then you can't put it back together and, all that? Don't have to worry about that with Prima. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that super pretty? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is I really like a little bit of blingy blingy right here as well. So we're going to do that. Just like that. And if you just tuck it right there, it looks like it's coming right out of that thing. And we can just tuck it right underneath. Oh, no, wait. We can't do that because otherwise the box won't open. Can't do that, Lemore. You gotta have it come like this way or something, right? Maybe we can wrap it around. Ta-da. Yeah, look at that. On the side, and then we can put another one on the side. Right? Where did the other one go? Didn't I have another little one? No? Okay, never mind. We'll just cut it up. No worries. Okay, we'll cut another one up. That's right. I actually like it better coming out of the sides like that. I think it's really pretty. I really like that. Even on the bottom a little bit. Right? Like, look how pretty that is. Okay. So there's that. Now, now we need to create the little charms, right? And the little buttons. So the last thing that I want to do on top of the box before we create the little bag is I'd like to use the little buttons. And the item number is 565008. And so we're going to take the cute little buttons. And there's the cute little teacups. Just adorable, but let's take a little one. I don't think we need any of the big ones. I think this little one is super cute. Or there's the little doily. It's the green one. There's the blue one. I'm just looking. Oh, I really like this blue one. Super cute. Okay, and we're just going to tuck that underneath. Just like that. And it's like a tiny little charm. But before we go do anything else, what you want to do is you want to take your other bling, which I had shown you earlier, which is these beautiful faceted blings, right? And because you know how we have the little holes right there? And we're going to take our bling, and if I can get it out, and we're going to put one right on the little holes. We're going to actually grab a couple and put them right on the little holes. And I'll have to use the little tool here. Okay, so one on the one hole, and then one on the other hole. And then it totally goes. Ta-da, and you don't need to put ribbon through it. Let me show you. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Right? Really cute. Or you can put a big one right in the middle. Either one. So really easy to use. Really cute. Love those buttons. Must get. Let me move this off to the side so that I can do the little bags. So we'll move that off to the side for a moment, and you can actually go ahead and put some flowers going down, which would actually be really, really cute. So we can do that at the end if we have some time. But what we want to do is we want to create the little tags now, right? So you can buy these at the dollar store again, and I'm making mine for my girls because they're losing their teeth. So I want them to be able to use these to put their little teeth for their tooth fairies to come. So we're going to grab one of these bags, right? And they can put the little teeth in there. But I want to make a little charm to hang off of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cute little fragment pieces. I think that's what they're called by Tim Holtz. And you can grab any size. It doesn't matter. But what I love about this paper collection, which I'm about to show you, which you guys, most of you have seen this, is that this paper in particular has so many little square pieces. So I can actually find a square, or I can find a shape to fit it really beautifully. Any shape will work. Like this, like look, will fit these birds so beautifully, right? Or we can find a little fairy for it to be the tooth fairy. So look at, here is a cute little fairy. So we could do that. Let me see if I can find a bigger one so that the whole tooth fairy can fit. Here, see, look at, here's a square one. And here I can actually fit a little bit more of the tooth fairy, or even that one. Okay. And I do have another piece of paper so I can find another fairy for Hannah or Ava. And there's, you know, look, there's another little cute lady up here, right? So let's do that. And in order to do that, what I like to use is I actually like to use glossy accents, okay, because it dries beautifully clear. So I'm going to grab that, which is right behind me here. It was here just a moment ago, I thought. This is Crackle, but glossy accents should have been somewhere. If you saw the state of my room, you would wonder how on earth I craft. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Oh, did the internet cut out? Ah, come on. There we go. Okay. So this is a little bit thick, but it works really, really great. You can even take a brush and put this on. Okay. You probably don't need as much as I just put on, but I like to really get it in there. And really squeeze until you kind of get all those little bubbles out. Okay, just like that. Just really, really squeeze. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for just a moment here while I close this up. Any questions so far, by the way? Because I know I'm in the zone and sometimes I miss all of people's questions. Yeah, glossy accents are great if I can find them. I just used Crackle accents, so I'm hoping that it works the same. but it does dry fairly quickly. So I'm just going to cut this whole square out for a moment because I think it's easier that way. But you guys must get yourself a glass mat. I tell you, it'll be a complete lifesaver if you're a big fussy cutter. You know what I mean? It'll just, I promise you, you'll just love it. You saw how easy I just cut that out, right? Whereas with a other craft mat for fussy cutting, it's not as great. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grab your scissors, or you can grab you can fussy cut, but this is a little bit wet, so fussy cutting sometimes, or sorry, using a craft knife when this is still a little bit wet is a little bit challenging because it moves around a lot, as you can see. Look at this. It's moving on me like crazy. But I just want to show you the charm. Look at this charm. Isn't that super cute? So once this is dry, and I can't do this on camera because it's not quite dry, it's going to take a little bit to dry. All you're going to do is you're going to take, look what I found, Value Village, $4.99. Look at all this twine. Okay, you're going to take some twine or whatever one you have, and you're literally going to put this through the hole, and you're going to tie it right onto your little baggie, and then this can literally hang off of here, and it can be their little right tile. The other thing that Prima has is we have those ceramic tiles, the little tiles, and apparently you can punch a hole right through them, and so you can go ahead and put them on here as well. So I think this is really cute. But the other thing you could do is, if you didn't want to use those, you could actually take these beautiful little charms, right? It's a Divine Collection, and just put a little ribbon through and tie them onto here, right? Really easy, really, really easy little thing to do. So that's all that I've got for you, my friends, tonight. But let me, why don't we should we put a couple more flowers on here? What do you guys think? We'll let this guy dry for a little bit, but isn't this super easy? Oh, I know what we didn't do. Last but not least, hang on a second. Before we move on, I'm actually going to take my pastel pink. Okay, this is my pastel pink, and I actually want to give this a little bit, just the edges, a little bit of a pastel, just a tiny bit, and it just gives it a little something. Okay. And these dry so beautifully. I love using them. And I love this is a new pastel colors that came out with. Just so pretty. We can even do a little bit of pink right here with the white. I think it'll be even prettier. Isn't that cute? All right. That is all I got for you guys tonight. So go ahead and pick up the Divine Collection. Alda, do we have the Divine Collection in the store? Did I ask you that already during the show? I'm sorry if I did. And then, you know, this just, you know, this opens up and you'll be able to put the cute little baggie inside with the little charm, right? Ta-da! It's being loaded, right? That's what you said. Did you have fun tonight? Thank you, thank you. Lots of new stuff every day. There you go. You're so welcome. Welcome to all the new people. I really appreciate you guys coming. I'm just going to stop the recording.